the second half of good Morven Smith. Thank you. Thank you. But if you do it again, I'll bring out the teacher's voice. It's not fun. Okay, yes, so my name is Morven. It's a very strange name. I'm well aware of that. Fairly shit name. Anyone in the room, I know they were Scottish. You guys are Scottish, aren't you? No, you're not?
Near London.
Near London, okay. Anyone else Scottish? No? Ever heard the name Morven before? No, okay. Right. Well, it is a really strange name. I think particularly it was difficult during puberty because of what it means. It means big mountain peak. Yeah. Fuckers gave me 2 name tags. It was nice. I did look it up on an app the other day. Look, I've got an app off on my iPhone because I'm down with the kids. Though probably if you have to say down with the kids, you're probably not particularly down with the kids, are you? No, I did look it up on an iPhone app, and it says that Morven is a boy's name, and that it means pale and lives by the sea, which seems irresponsible, really. Just a recipe for skin cancer there. But it is an odd name, particularly in Australia. People don't really like pronouncing letters in Australia. We're kind of just like one big long vowel. Yeah. It's good, so Morven doesn't go down so well then. I did have someone say to me when they were first introduced to me, Morven, isn't that some kind of religious group? Yes, it is Mormon, you're right there. But I can see how they mixed it up. And it was a lovely way to start a relationship. We broke up after 5 years because I realised I'm allergic to fuckwits. But yeah. I also think it sounds a little like a cleaning product, like something you might see on Brand Power, you know? I'd like to introduce you to new improved Morven. Gets your bathroom so clean and white, even Nick Griffin wouldn't take a shit in it. But yeah, and you think with a name like that, I'd also have missed out on nicknames. You'd be wrong. There was Morven on up. Back when the M people were cool. No, you're right to be silent there. M people were never cool. No, and there was also early 90s, Mighty Morven Power Ranger. One of my personal favourites. Although, in the early 90s, I was a teenager and enormous. So Lycra, not a good look. Best one, Dad's friend used to say every time I walked into the room, Morven, 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 keep those Morvens rolling, rawhide. Yeah, and anything rawhide could possibly mean. It's pretty fucking creepy coming from your dad's mate when you're 14. Especially when his name's Bubba. It's a difficult one. And I realised that joke doesn't work because I didn't do the bit that's a callback to. But never mind about that. I'll tell you it now, and then we can pretend that I didn't do that, and then we can all go back in time and then it'll make sense. The reason is because my dad decided to call me Morven because he had a crush on a girl at my mum's school called Morven. Oh, wow. Oh, really? Nice. Lovely. Oh, I'll have to tell my dad I found a kindred spirit for him in Edinburgh. He's from Glasgow. Whereabouts are you from?
Edinburgh.
Oh, there we go. I'd ask which football team, but we might start a fight. He did. He did that, but he didn't actually tell Mum until I was 3 years old.
I didn't tell till we divorced.
Oh, there we go. See, that was sensible. You waited till after the divorce. Yeah, my parents have been married 42 years. I don't know how Mum does it. Seriously. But yeah, no, and I'm not. And okay, so the whole point is that joke then goes, you think that's weird? My brother's name's Bubba, because Dad spent some time in jail. See, now we can see how it works. This is like a comedy workshop. I'm enjoying this. You can all come and do it next year. The glory of the Free Fringe. It's great. You get to announce yourself from behind a curtain. But I have been really enjoying being here. I used to live here, actually. I lived in... We had a chat. I lived in London for 4.5 years, which was an idea, not a particularly good one. I lived here for 1.5 years, and I'm really glad to be back here in Edinburgh. I'm really loving it. I think it's like a woolly jumper, a really warm, comfortable jumper, you know, that one that you've loved and you've kept for years, even though it's full of holes and stitching and you love it. And you put it on and you feel really warm and comfortable and you remember all the good times you had wearing that jumper. And I think that London's a bit like an old jumper as well, the kind of one that smells a little bit more like vomit. Yeah. But I have been really enjoying being here, and I really love flying. I love it. I know that's crazy, and I know you're all sick of it. But I really love it, because I spend a lot of my life, it's when I'm, you know, shoving things in your face and going, please, please come to my show. Although I did do that to a woman today, because she said, oh, I know you sing, don't you? I'm like, no, but I can. Will you come? The desperation in the last day of the Fringe. But no, I really do love flying, and it's because I used to be a political activist. For a lot of my life I was a political activist, and it's just really nice that the only thing people say is, no, I'm a bit busy, I've got a show to go to, rather than fuck off, I'm not voting for them again. Which happened to me a lot during the 2010 election here, because I'm a member of the Labour Party. Which I probably just alienated the entire audience then. I could rag on the Liberal Democrats, and that would probably get the rest of you if you like. I'm not going to touch the SNP, don't worry about it. But yeah, I was actually a member of the SNP at one point as well. I'm just a bit of a party whore, really. I should have thought about that sentence a bit more. Never mind. Yeah, what else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, names. I think some people's names are like the opposite to the kind of person they are. I think a really great example of this is Paris Hilton. You know, less of an upmarket, classy hotel in one of the world's most beautiful cities. More sort of a caravan with a broken toilet in Dundee. Oh, yeah. And you know what? I said that joke at a gig one night, and one guy goes, I'll take that. The toilet? Seriously? I suppose it takes all sorts, not going to question. But I also turned 30 a few years ago. Oh, I love the eyebrows there, mate. You're now my new best friend. He just went, really? That can't be possible. And no, thank you. Because that leads me seamlessly into the next line, which is, even though I quite like being over 30, but still looking under 30, because I can pull 20-year-olds, but now I can afford to send them home in a taxi. Which is terrific. But people make a lot of assumptions about women in their early 30s, single women in their early 30s. You know, that we have like 17 cats and a uterus that controls our every move, and that we're desperate to get married. Not me. I've been there, done that, hired the lawyer. Lost the cat and the kids in the process. A bit more sad about the cat, really. Kids were his. I don't have kids, which is probably a very good thing, because I fucking hate them. I genuinely hate them. I mean, honestly, they eat everything, they shit everywhere, and you cannot get the goat urine out of the carpet. That joke never works, but I'm still going to keep saying it because I love it. Yeah, I'm glad you understand it. That's good. I don't have to go through the explanation thing that our Danish friend was going through in the last show that some of you were at. But you can hear me. But, yes, what else was I going to talk to you about? Oh, that's... Sorry? Yes, I was born in New Zealand. So I'm sort of understanding that, I think, a little bit. Because in New Zealand, for those of you who didn't understand, apparently they like to shag sheep. I don't know. Might explain why my hair's gone curly. I'm not sure. That was awful, and that was terrible. That's about my mother, and he knows my mother, so that was dreadful. I don't think we should record that bit. No, what else was I going to talk to you about? People make assumptions about married women. Yeah, I said I was married. I'm not now going to spend a long time telling you, you know, what a dickhead my ex-husband was. We're divorced. You can work that out for yourselves. Because it's kind of your job. Because you're the audience. And I'm not going to do your job for you. Because you're just sitting there going, dance, monkey, fucking dance. paid my money. Or you get what you pay for, I suppose. Oh, I said that out loud again, didn't I?